everybody, and welcome to Forever Rugby on Forever Sports. Pretty big announcement because it is time for a change. It is a time to move on and time to try something new. It's an absolute honor and privilege doing this channel and being part of the Forever Sports brand as you know it. But it is time for a change. It is time to move on. It is time, as I said, for something new. Much like Rusty Erasmus has decided to sort of start phasing out the old and looking for the new project, the next year, 4-year cycle. Everything worked. We won the World Cup. It is time, however, to move on from this to this, for example, a little bit of this to something a little bit new. Hello everybody and welcome to Forever Sports. And the good news is we're not going anywhere. That is the main thing. But welcome to what the future is going to look like for Forever Sports. Which, as you can see, is all going to look a little bit different and include a lot of different things that we're going to be doing for you guys. Very, very excited about the news and so excited to share all the things that we've got coming your way in the next few weeks, months, years, and the like. So as you can see, a little bit of a new look, bit of a refresh on what we are going to be looking like as a brand, for example. But the main thing is that this is so much more than just a rebrand. It is a complete relook at what Forever Sports is, what Forever Sports does, and what you guys basically get from Forever Sports. And yeah, it's been a lot of work going into this. We've been working on this for a few months now. We've been looking at a lot of the feedback, what people are enjoying from the channel, what people aren't enjoying from the channel, what people want to see. And we are going to be introducing a lot of different things. The idea is more quality content, because that is the future, you know. And, you know, we cut our teeth now. We spent the last few years working our way through the different systems, understanding how it all works, you know, getting accreditation, getting to press conferences, getting to a World Cup, for example, getting to matches, and it is time to take things up a notch. Going to show you guys a bit of the new look into the new sort of content schedule and discuss a little bit of the new things that we have got planned for you guys as well. But also some exciting news is that we are also no longer going to just be a sort of a single channel type of vibe. We have officially launched 2 new channels as well, and one of them very much what I think everybody sort of has been sort of begging out for. We have officially launched a new Forever Box channel, which is completely dedicated to the Springboks. I'm going to put that link in the description as well, so you guys can go and check it out. So it is officially launched. It is there, and that is going to be a whole bunch of exclusive content dedicated to that channel, so that you guys are always updated with what's happening with the 4-time world champions. We've also introduced for the football fans a Manchester United channel. So if you guys are interested in that as well, we'll put those links out as well. But what does the new Forever Sports mean? What does it look like, and how are you guys going to enjoy it? Right. Well, first things first, shall we have a look at exactly one of the main things that we are looking at, and that is a new potential content, well, not potential, new content schedule, which looks a little something like this. Right, so with the new programming, there is going to be dedicated videos and specific videos that happen every single week, same time, same place type of vibe, and things that you can sort of diarize and you can keep your eyes on. So having a look at that, the big thing and the thing I'm the most excited to announce, although it's not launching quite yet, is we are officially going to be launching our very own Forever Sports podcast. That is going to come out every single Sunday at 7 p.m. on a Sunday night, end of the weekend type of vibes. I can't reveal some of the guests that we've got lined up at the moment. We're still recording and sort of sorting a few things out and stuff like that. So it is obviously something still in the works. But what I can say is that there are some Springbok cap players in the works, and there are some really interesting sort of players who have not necessarily made Springboks, but sort of have been sort of breakthrough players. We're talking to sort of potentially sort of sports psychologists. We've got interviews lined up with agents, and basically we want to take you guys closer to the game, but all of the game, not just players. We're talking about the referees, the whole thing. So yeah, one of the main names that we've got hopefully sitting down and recording the next week is a 22 cap Springbok player and a Sharks legend. I can't name names until we record everything, but that is going to be coming out very, very soon. So that is going to happen every single Sunday. In terms of some new shows, every Wednesday at 8 p.m. there's going to be a show called the Stevie P Show. That is going to be very, very cool. It's going to be a lot of fun. So that's not necessarily going to be your sort of big guests like your Xbox and stuff like that. We're going to be bringing a lot of different people onto that show. We're going to be having a lot of fun. We're going to be doing things like quizzes. We're going to be doing sort of quick fire reactions, quick fire predictions. You're going to be seeing some of the regular guys like your Dan Scholzes, for example, on that show. We're going to be looking at media personalities, some of your sort of favorite Twitter guys. We're going to be bringing them onto the show and, really getting to know them as well. That's going to come out every Wednesday. We're going to have weekend previews every Friday and Monday previews, as well as a Sunday stroll, which is going to be a very cool sort of reflective video that happens on Sundays. Basically, it's going to be myself walking around reflecting on whatever has happened in the past few days and off the back of the weekend. So those are some of the things that we are adding to the mix. But the main thing, I said, the podcast is our big project. And so what I want to know from you guys is the guests you guys would like to see. What sort of guests would you like to see? Let me know down in the comments below, and give us your feedback in terms of the type of guests you want to see and stuff like that. We've also relaunched our memberships offering. So a video is going to come out, dedicated video explaining that later today. But for all our current members, because obviously the big thing with the relaunch is what happens to you. So at the moment, nothing has happened. No prices have changed, for example, but we have increased and bettered our offering. So let's go through it, shall we? This is the basic membership that you can sign up for. It is, if you're in South Africa, I think it's about $20 a month. It is, you get access to loyalty badges, got a little bit of badges, and they're obviously all new redesigned. You've got a whole bunch of custom chat emojis to throw in the chat. There's Rassie Rasmussen's in there. There's gifts of me in there. There's Circleases in there. There's Evan Etzebeth. There's a red card. There's a TMO. We've actually updated, added a whole lot more. So there's a lot of fun, cool things that really make the chat quite entertaining. For example, whenever we start seeing a bad tackle and everybody starts dropping those red card emojis, it makes the chat quite a lot of fun. So that is what you get as an absolute bare minimum if you join the Forever Fan tier. If you would then like to take things a bit further, then you can join the, give me 2 seconds. We can join the Forever Supporter tier. Now, basically, that is the same as the Forever Fan. You get all the same benefits. All these tiers, as you go up, you get the same benefits. Now, this is about 40 Rand if you're in South Africa. And in addition to that, we were going to be doing exclusive content for our members. So one of the things we're going to be doing is a quick fire question and answer session with all our podcast guests. That will be available exclusively for the Forever Supporter tier and above. We'll also be adding other content like behind the scenes content. So as you can see, this, by the way, is not a green screen. It's not a green screen studio. I mean, look, to be fair, the old office, some people didn't realize it was a green screen. But for the first time in sort of Forever Sports history, the Anchor Studio is actually living. This is, where is he? This is physically Rusty. But I can take Rusty out. So this is going to be growing with us as well in terms of adding additional pieces to it. We've got stuff from the World Cup. We've got the British Lions book. We're going to be adding to that as well. and hopefully adding a lot more memorabilia to this as we go. So yeah, as I said, a whole new look to the thing. But in terms of that exclusive content, so things like we might do behind the scenes, what the studio looks like, what the podcast is going to look like, how we film the podcast, for example, all those kind of things. So there's going to be exclusive content available to you in that Forever Supporter tier. And then finally, for the absolute legends, there is the Forever Legend tier. You get all the previous ones, but you also get early access to the content. So, for example, the Forever Sports podcast that comes out 7 o'clock on a Sunday, that will come out that will be available at 7 o'clock on a Saturday for all our members. So basically, these memberships help us pay for all the content we create. A lot of the guests that we've got lined up are not in Johannesburg, which is where we're based. So we're having to go down to Cape Town very soon to go record a bunch of podcasts. We're going to be going to Durban to record a bunch of podcasts. We've got a whole bunch of overseas people that, at this stage we might do sort of virtual podcasts, but basically the podcast is going to be in person as much as possible. In person at dedicated venues, where people are comfortable and stuff like that. So that is where all this goes. It goes into better cameras. It goes into better mics for different things. This is what that membership tier gives you. So, for example, a lot of our members contribute to us going to the World Cup, where we could then give you guys the press conferences that nobody else was. That we could go and get interviews with fans. We could do on-the-ground content, get updates, chat to people within the thing, and bring you guys all the sort of the news and the latest stuff that we do. So the main takeaways from all of this is we are not going anywhere. You don't need to worry about that. You have to have a little bit of fun with the relaunch, because otherwise nobody really cares. Not probably anybody really cares that much anyway. But the main takeaway is we are not going anywhere. This channel is only going to grow. We're on the road to 100,000 subscribers, sitting at just over 80,000. And with some of the content coming up, I think we're going to get a lot more people involved, and we're going to really grow the community. So there's also an opportunity for us to just say thank you, because we do this because of you guys. If nobody watched the channel, if nobody supported the channel, we wouldn't be able to do this. We wouldn't be able to have a content schedule that looks like that. I wouldn't be able to be sitting in what's basically my dream studio. I've always wanted, since we started the channel, I've always wanted this kind of setup. And now we've got it, and we're only going to be adding to it. And we're only going to be doing different and cool things. So it's a massive thank you to all you guys that make things, make all this possible. For example, a massive shout out to Matt Young. He's just become the first member to the Forever Supporter tier, which is the second tier. So since they've all been rebranded, you can see the new badges there as well. So it all looks a bit new. It all hopefully looks a bit shiny. And really excited about the Forever Box channel, for example. We're going to put that in the description. That'll be down below. The Manchester United channel. And as I said, there's just a lot to come. So thank you very much. We will see you guys all throughout the weekend. We will be live in our new watch-along type of look studio tomorrow as we watch New Zealand versus England kick off the Autumn Nations series. And then obviously we've got all this remote content coming to you next week, which is going to be very cool as well. If you are new, welcome to the community. Smash the like on the video. Subscribe to the channel as well. And we'll see you guys all very, very, very soon. Thank you very much. Have a fantastic